All right. Third time's a charm. Now my mic is on. I just wasted two really good intros, Knock. Two really good ones. Anyways, how you doing, Knock? Are you ready for
I'm
Rampage?
good. I'm ready for Rampage, man. I'm excited. Get this Batman versus Superman Justice League off my screen and let's start Rampage.
Nate, thanks for letting me know I'm muted. I appreciate that. And thank you for jumping in, Nate. Nice and early. This movie was booty, booty, booty everywhere. Here's the lineup for tonight. Sky Blue and Willow Nightingale versus Ty Valkyrie with orange hair and Anna Jay. Nick Wayne, greener than green, Nick Wayne. Sorry, folks, not a big fan of Nick Wayne. And El Hijo del Vikingo, who I love, facing Kip Sabian. And who is that? Gringo Loco. And then we have Brian Keith. Did I miss like a year of AEW? Who are these
All right,
people?
so I'm
Versus
not too
Hangman
sure.
Page.
I'm not too sure how they're doing this. Brian Keith, he's a bounty hunter, a cowboy on the Indies. He's been coming up on the scene. He's good. He's pretty good. Should be a good match, and it's a good clash of styles too. Since Hangman is AEW's cowboy, Gringo Loki, you might have seen him in Ring of Honor. He's got some
Okay.
shine there with Elliot the Vikingo and some other guys like that. This is a weird card for sure.
This is a weird card because we have a tag team battle royale to see who will face Adam Cole and MJF this weekend at All Out in Chicago, minus CM Punk. I did get a spoiler on who wins this, but that's the only spoiler I got. Mr. All Power, how you doing? And get the Infinity Champ in here. I agree. Where is the Infinity Champ? We'd love to have him in here.
Let me know if my stream is a little too loud. I got Rampage on in the background here. Gonna try to tune in this week and keep up with it. I'm glad to see Ty on the screen again.
I am too. Noob, glad to see you too. How you doing, Noob? Everyone out there, make sure you jump in the chats. We got a lot going on. We have news and rumors. Not gonna. I got one in there that you're really excited for, and we will be talking about Disney Spectrum. There's some stuff that might be affecting wrestling in there. That's right. We're tying it all together, and we are going to be doing Payback and All Out predictions, and we're going to play a game called Hogan Knows BS because he is the ultimate liar. We'll guess that instead of trivia, you're going to guess if it's the internet making stuff up or if it's Hogan
Oh, I
saying
can't
these
wait for that.
wild lies that he is saying. I don't know, whatever. But that's tonight's show. So get your comments in there, of course, all episode long. And anything you want to talk about, we're here, Knock and I, and we're ready for you.
How you feel about this battle royal to like? So MJF is confirmed to not be defending his world title on this supposed to be major pay per view.
Yes. The real champ isn't there. This battle royal, no one got entrances. I thought this was going to be the main event tonight. Basically because I don't know what's going to main event All
I'm
Out.
guessing. Don't know. Some people want Orange Cassidy since his promo and match last week or a few days ago.
Yeah. I'm with Eric on that one. That one kind of fell flat at the end for me. Ready or Not is here too. Thank you for joining, everyone. Do you have any favorites for this battle royal?
Um, I mean, you would think Aussie Open would get that rematch. Um, but coming off of their big win at Wembley Stadium, I'm gonna go best friends. I could see them being on the All Out card.
Okay. And you know what? This is headlining right now. The Rampage show. Matt Hardy in there. It is going on right now. We don't know who's going to face the ROH champions, which could be the main event. So let's get into this. That could main event. We'll talk about what could main event All Out when we get to the predictions. But this is all happening because of CM Punk and Jack Perry. Knock, what are your thoughts on that situation here?
Oh man, I don't know where to start. I remember, I was watching All In live, and I seen someone post about like the whole thing situation, and I was like, oh, this is probably a lie. Someone's probably trying to make a joke about it, and then it started gaining traction, and I felt so disappointed because we had Osprey have his biggest match, we had Saraya win the belt. So many great things happened on that card, and now the tension again is being diverted to this nonsense. I don't know the true story of what happened. It seemed like both parties were at fault. It seems like it got even worse with CM Punk saying he's going to quit, getting in Tony Khan's face. I don't know what the resolution is, and I'm very disappointed once again to be sitting here saying I still want to see CM Punk. I don't know what AEW does with Collision without him. He's still their top merch seller. He's still a great person. What he's been doing on Collision has been working. Getting
Yes.
these guys on here, getting Ricky Starks the shine he deserves. I would hate to see that go away and Ricky, not get his momentum paid off.
I agree. I get the suspension, but again, why are we suspending both guys when you overbook 2 weeks in a row and 3 weeks within 4 weeks of each other? I just let it slide, do a fine or something like that, as long as both guys can work it out between themselves. I just don't get the suspension and ruining what looks like could have been a decent pay-per-view in Chicago. They're at the United Center. This is big for them. This isn't just where they usually are.
No, the United Center, huge opportunity here. And I don't know what the Chicago crowd does without Punk being there, who was advertised. I seen someone suggest maybe just have Punk fulfill his obligation, maybe do the job to Ricky and then suspend him after that. But I mean, it seems like they haven't even been talking, which is even stranger for a whole week to go by.
Yeah. Just a weird situation. My thing on Punk is get as much mileage out of him as you can without giving him that much, I don't want to say screen time, but you basically sold Collision to Warner Brothers Discovery as a CM Punk vehicle because of the draw that he is. You're entering college football, NFL, and you still have basketball going on, or no, basketball's going to be starting up too. So Collision could get unbelievably trampled in the ratings without star power. So I say get more mileage out of Punk. Just bring in the reins. He's clearly, like you said, he's giving good stuff to Ricky Starks. He's doing good stuff with Samoa Joe. Like he's willing to put people over. Just do small things until you're ready to do the champion versus champion thing, and then honestly, then cut ties with him.
Yeah, and even then, like if he's truly unhappy there, I don't want to force him to be there. I just feel like there's so much potential, and like even though AEW's been on a roll, I feel like they always miss like how good they could have been, whether it's circumstances out of control, whether it's an injury, an illness, whatever's going on. I feel like they always just miss the mark somehow, and that'd be a huge miss if they miss on Punk, who could have possibly brought in AJ Lee in. I don't know, just so much stuff, and then I'm starting to like question after you've seen some of these pressers, I've been watching a lot of them with TK. People will ask him like point blank, what's up with the women's division? And they'd be like, it's a great Dynamite, had a great, stuff of Rampage. It's been a great Dynamite. Like he just like, I don't know if he's like trained to do this, but like he's just avoiding the question. He's like, oh, there's only one women's match for the All In card. Oh yeah, we had a great few weeks of Dynamite. Like, bro. He said he didn't want to affect the pacing. That's why he didn't have another women's match in All In. And like, what pacings? We had a freaking contract signing and a person who didn't work there on the open on the 0 hour. We couldn't fit at the end somewhere.
Right. Oh, exactly. Oh, Tony Khan avoiding the question is like, you coming home late for curfew, man. Well, Michael, Michael's car, right? Anyways, it was kind of cold out tonight, and my jacket zipper, like it's such bull crap with TK, and I totally get you.
It bugs me, and I like the guy. I appreciate a lot of his stuff for wrestling, but it truly bugs me when like you get a point blank. I get you can't answer that sometimes, but like that's an easy one. I feel like just get the women on there. We've been asking for that for years.
100%. Let's get to one of these chats really quick here. Nate, thank you for chiming in. Noob wants to talk about the hardcore main event at night 1 of NWA 75. Mark Coleman and Camille really tore the house down. I watched that, Noob. That was a great effing match. I did like it. And here's one I won't talk about. Did you see EC3 win the NWA championship? Nope, because I don't care about EC3.
Bro, that was probably the most worst worked wrestling heavyweight championship match I've seen. Tyrus cannot move at all.
Let us know if he actually retired. We're still trying to figure that out, if he retired or what's up. But folks, did you get chills? I got chills. Why? Because he is here.
Coming in the air at night.
Ladies and gentlemen, Eric.
Ladies and gentlemen. Forgive me, first of all, before I start, can you guys hear me clearly?
We hear you pretty clearly, man. Loud and clear. The Infinity Champion is here after the leader of the Justice League, Inc.
Let me just say this, because I know my internet ain't that strong, but the Justice League is strong. I've got the lag, but I've got the swag. And let me just say this. Justice League, we're coming back. Now, Zach and Aki, y'all been holding it down for a while, and I'm proud of you two. But we all know that the West Coast Popcast is not the same without the Just Us League, without Tsunami, without my boys who got the OnlyFans account. We know that West Coast Pop is stronger when there's the power of three. Some would say that we got that EC3 strength because we're champions. Some would say we got that John Cena strength because you can't see us.
Go with Cena. Go with Cena.
Some would say we got that Tyrus strength because some is on a roll.
Ooh.
But ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for keeping this channel alive. We got monetized. Zach and Doc have been holding it down.
Eric, you got me so excited and you brought me down so hard. Never tell you about that. Never tell you, Eric, about my high school prom. I went with this girl. You remind me of that. I went with this girl. I got courted for weeks. And then right after the dance, she went with some other guy and ran off for the night. That's what you just did right there with the talk with Cena and Tyrus.
Oh, one day you guys are gonna miss Tyrus. Which, by the way, he actually did retire. What was it? He said that he feels like now he gets to spend time with his family and focus on his Fox News stuff. So he's gone. He's done for.
Fox News. Sheesh.
Yeah.
There goes Chucky T from Best Friends. So unless Trent Beretta wins, we're really going to get a rematch for All Out of what we saw at the 0 hour of All In.
Oh, just wait until we see what happens next, because who knows what could happen here on Rampage, Tony Khan's C- show.
While we have you here, Eric, what are your thoughts on All In and some of the matches and some of the drama that came out of it?
Yo, you trying to fight me? You trying to start a fight, Knock? That's a CM Punk way. I mean, I'm trying to back my hero Punk. If somebody says anything to you, kids, write this down. If any person says something to you, challenge them to Mortal Kombat, and you will get what you want, as long as you are dating a man who owns a professional wrestling company. But honestly, all in, great show. Proud of AEW for doing that, because I honestly did not think that record that WWE set would ever be broken, just because of the times we're in. It's streaming and all that. Y'all know my thoughts on Punk. I did not want him to come back in the first place. Mm-hmm. So this is just more of me saying, let's just let the guy go. Let him go write Marvel comics, and let's just focus on wrestling.
I'm still on the Punk side, but I still think he's good for wrestling. I still think he's good for AEW. It pains me seeing all this drama come out.
It pains me, but at some point, like, you have to wonder if so many people are having trouble with this one guy. Either something's wrong with all those people, which is a possibility. AEW could just be fostering a culture that's toxic, or something's wrong with Punk.
I thought this was a very inclusive, very open, more non-toxic place in WWE, but it's almost seeming like more high schoolish than the business workplace. And I'm not talking about crap that Vince does, that shit, whatever. But I mean, just as a social gathering kind of place for employees, it seems like all AEW seems more high schoolish than Impact, NWA, WWE.
Yeah, well, the thing is, all those other wrestling promotions and Impact, if you want to call it that. To be fair, AEW was made. I had to get my Impact joke in there. AEW was kind of made by a clique, it was founded by a clique. Even outside of the elite, all of those wrestlers were really close. So anyone who's not in that circle, it is kind of high schoolish when you look at the core group.
Hold on real quick. The Dark Order just won this match? They're going to All Out?
Won. They are going to All Out to face Adam Cole and MJF. And they can get Kangaroo out of Chicago.
I believe they're actually going to win the match.
I think they have to win. They have to.
I think this is where the Cole and MJF might implode, but is that really pay-per-view worthy to see them against Dark Order? I like Dark Order, don't get me wrong, but they haven't been built. unless you've seen Ring of Honor, you have not seen any of their story, which has been good.
That's true, but the titles aren't really the story in that match. It's Adam Cole and MJF losing. So honestly, you can pick anyone to win that match as long as they're good for ROH.
I get it, but Dark Order have been having their best. They've been involved in the storyline for months now, and no one knows it. It's like ROH is dark now.
All right, let me point this out.
We
If
need that.
anyone wants to reply to Noob's comment about Camille, NWA 75, and the women's division, please do. Love an open discussion. But let me just ask you this. The ratings for Rampage are only good for this show on the West Coast Pop YouTube show channel because of all of you out here. The ratings on TNT are pretty booty. Should we just turn Rampage into ROH?
Ooh. Would you guys want to see that? Would you want to see Rampage show turn it to the Ring of Honor show? Let us know in the comments below. I heard Ring of Honor was only like 57 minutes this week. It wasn't even like the full episode. Full, I think usual 2 hours.
How is the full episode? Oh, 2 hours.
I think it's usually 2 hours. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't keep a Ring of Honor every single week, but I'm looking at AEW All Out. I'm seeing the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. I'm seeing the Ring of Honor TV Championship. Where's the Ring of Honor Women's Champion? Where's the person who's been carrying your division since it started?
Women? Nah, if you're watching AEW, what are you talking about?
We need
You watch AEW, my boy. You watch All Elite without women wrestling.
Let me preface this inside the thing up here. The women's match under 10 minutes at All In.
They were
10 minutes? Oh, yo. Yeah, that's great for them, but 10 minutes? Yo, TK really gave them 5. They better thank TK for that. They owe TK. Thank you.
So 10 minutes is enough to tell a story. Get everything in there. We have Britt Baker, Hikaru Shida, Saraya come out to We Will Rock You. That's enough for you, Eric?
That's her character work. Oh, I used to love women's wrestling, but TK taught me we don't need that. Apparently, he's taught me.
That's not going to fly for Mercedes when she gets there.
And
that's why I hope she doesn't go there.
Where's Athena? That is the biggest question. Unfortunately, like Knock pointed out, she tweeted that she's watching All In from her couch. Ouch. And yeah, I don't think TK deserves Mercedes. I'll be honest. And I don't think he deserves Edge. And I'm almost 95% sure he's getting Edge next month.
I'll be so happy to see Edge there, man. I can lie to you. Him and Christian again, it's going to be gold.
I do want to call out. So I told you guys I had a dream that Jimmy turned on Jay, and then it happened. I dreamt 2 nights ago that Edge was All Elite. So now I'm going with my gut. He's got to be there. It's got to happen.
He's going to show up. Eric, how long do we got you?
I'll be honest. Because my internet's so bad, I wanted to make sure you guys could hear me. I'm not even watching Rampage. I'm just spouting nonsense so that I can earn my third of a paycheck. So
you said nonsense. Yes, Mr. All Power. We're going to run through some news and rumors in a second here. TK don't deserve Camille or Markova. There you go. There's another one from Noob. And where is Eric? Eric is jet flying, limousine riding all over the place. That's why he has to rely on phone companies' cellular plans rather than good Wi-Fi.
That is true. That is absolutely true. And also, for those of you Justice Leaguers, I'm working on something for us. The big changes are coming. With the new money from the channel, the Justice League is evolving.
Forget the Justice League.
Let's get into some news and rumors really quick here because I'd like to get your thoughts here. This is the lineup for Collision. We do have again, it's just put names in a hat and make a women's match with the same 5 people. This is what Collision is. But Knock, you pointed this out in the chat. He is back at the United Center. Finally, Dennis Rodman.
Oh, gosh. This is like a panic mode. This is full panic mode, in my opinion. Like, oh, fuck it. How am I going to fill the United Kingdom? Dennis Rodman. Yeah, he was good in the 90s for WCW. He's not putting butts in seats in 2023. No. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, that's Collision. Austin Open's getting into it with Jericho. I'm sure him and Sammy will do it. Knock, just take it away from the slide right here. Can you see it?
Let me double look in here.
Just once you
Oh,
do, you
disgusting.
So this
That is
actually,
disgusting.
Eric, I'm speaking to you. Actually, I'm gonna speak to you, and I'm gonna speak to the fans who watch it. Impact Wrestling. Do you see where that's coming from? Westchester County, White Plains, New York, the home of the Final Boss. They said we respect you, Final Boss. We love what you've been doing, how you've been supporting Impact. We're gonna bring Impact 1000 to your backyard. That's where I'm from. I've been to the Westchester County Center. I've played basketball in the Westchester County Center. I said, we love what you did here. We see how you packed this house. We want to do the same. Impact has now run shows where I've graduated and where I've played basketball. Come on. And it's Impact 1000, the return of Awesome Kong.
Yes.
Gail Kim's come out of retirement for this special occasion. The beautiful people. I'm loving what I'm seeing today. And Impact Wrestling is off the charts. The most consistent women's division of all time.
All I can say is I don't get why you're not angry. Yo, if some trash man came into my house where I lived and he wiped his mud on my couch, he ate my food, I'd be insulted.
So we're saying the illustrious Impact Wrestling is trash?
I'm not saying it. I've said it. I will say it. I've been saying it. Oh, I forgot Trinity's still there. That poor girl. Get her some help. Get her some rope.
Champ.
Oh, why would they do that to her?
I'm excited for Impact 1000. That's awesome that you just pointed that stuff out, that they're just basically following your life story. Knock, I think that's pretty funny.
It brings a tear to my eye, truly.
Oh,
all right.
it brings a tear to my eye for
Girl,
different reasons.
Impact's going to be on top of it. Let's get into the next one here. Xavier Woods got injured by a chair thrown by Drew accidentally, so he's going to be missing Monday Night Raw. So hopefully it's just a stupid random kind of thing that happened. He'll be back in a week or so.
I thought that was kayfabe. I thought WWE was the one who shared it. They usually don't do injuries.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully it is.
But here's one small.
Here's one that I'm hearing around Hollywood here. Quentin Tarantino's next movie kind of already got cast. It's about a movie critic and Rampage's own Young Bucks buddy Paul Walter Hauser might be the lead in the role here. I know Knock and I met him at one of our former jobs. Yeah. Super nice guy, really awesome. This is gonna be a huge push in his career. You've probably seen him in Black Klansman and Cruella and a bunch of other stuff recently. A very good character actor, but that'll be a big get if he plays the lead, this movie critic role for Quentin Tarantino's possible final movie.
I'm just trying to see how blood will be involved and bloodshed and guns. I'm trying to see how we're going to incorporate that into this movie.
He's critiquing movies in the 90s.
We did have some involvement with the not opening weekend, but when the last one came out, we were around the excited for that one.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a really cool experience for me.
Yeah.
Apparently he's a huge film buff, so you can imagine how these two might have had a conversation during his audition, which probably got him the role. So, I mean, that's good for him, though. He's a great guy.
Yeah, he seems really cool.
Yeah. All right, next up here, Marvel's. This is, what did you say, Knock? It's like 30 minutes now, or how long is this movie?
Yeah, they're saying this movie's going to be like an hour and a half, 90 minutes. And me and Eric, I want to hear your thoughts on this, Eric, as well. Me and Eric deferred on this. I just don't like the way the direction Marvel's going now, especially with this movie. It feels like they're kind of just throwing it out there. I haven't seen too much build or promotion for it. I thought Iman Vellani, her character, Miss Marvel, her show was really good on Disney Plus. But I'm feeling like the direction is saying, like, oh, we're going to make it more jokey. We're going to make it it just doesn't feel like it's the right direction. And you can say it's a short movie. I feel like you're just throwing it out there.
I feel that I'm torn because on one hand, I really do wish Marvel movies were shorter, because I still have not seen like Shang-Chi and some of the other ones, because it feels like homework. I know they're great, but it just feels like homework having to go back and watch for like over 2.5 hours. But this is a weird choice to do that 1.5 hour rule with, because they've been teasing this one for a while, and it's the Marvel, so it's a weird choice. I get what you're coming from. But I think Marvel is going in a weird direction.
Yeah.
All right. Let me hit a couple of these chats really quick right here. If you guys want to talk about Wrestle Dream at all, are you guys excited for that next AEW pay-per-view?
I am too. I mean, it goes with the rumor that we saw that TK was asked by Warner Brothers to bring more pay-per-views. I'm fine with it. He just can't book a pay-per-view back-to-back weeks. It
Right.
doesn't work. He's having a tough time building up to these pay-per-views without announcing last-minute matches. So give yourself time in between the months. Maybe the beginning of one month, the end of the other. Give yourself some space. But Wrestle Dream is going to be a tribute show to Antonio Inoki, New Japan founder, New Japan Japanese legend. It's going to incorporate New Japan stars as well as Stardom. Hopefully, it's not just one Stardom match. Hopefully, it's a good amount. Get more than one women's match in there.
There's a Stardom event that same day apparently.
Ooh.
Oh,
All these coincidences. All of a sudden, it's always the same day as you Stardom. Like they don't announce their pay-per-views ahead of time.
Yeah.
But if he can get some Stardom talent, if he can get Mercedes Moné, who we're still waiting to get cleared, Bryan Danielson should be cleared as well by the time this rolls around. I'm hoping we can get a good pay-per-view. It's going to be in Seattle as well, so hopefully Danielson can attend that, and that's his hometown.
All right, and Noob, what is next for NWA? I think it's a hard reset. And it's a hard reality for them as their big main guy, Tyrus.
Oh, yeah.
And you do have some things shifting in there. And like you said, you pointed out Mark Cole was probably going to something, I think, a little bit bigger and better. And Camille probably should go to something bigger and better, too. I think it's a realization for Billy Corgan to rebuild, not just rely on Tyrus's internet heat. And Mr. All Power Christian said Nick Wayne's name like a Batman villain. Does Eric like heel Christian?
It's funny you said a Batman villain because I see Christian as like an evil version of Batman, collecting fatherless kids as if they're Robins, and I love it.
Everyone says it's good to see you again, Eric. Man, you were missed. I'll tell you that.
I missed all of you guys too. Everyone who doesn't watch Impact, I love you. You're all great.
No, watch Impact Wrestling every Thursday. Trinpact.
Swerve should beat MJF for the world title. You agree? I would love that. Here's my thing with Swerve. He doesn't need a faction. He is a main event person. Too many people in AEW are with people and factions. Swerve is main event. MJF is main event. Adam Cole is main event. Don't need anybody. AEW, my biggest problem with them, other than storytelling, bad mic skills, crappy women's division, a cokehead boss, Coca-Cola, that is. Sorry, YouTube algorithm. Is the fact that too many people aren't megastars. They have megastars on their roster, and I think Swerve can be a megastar if Tony Khan would book him right.
Yeah, I mean, he has that aura. When he came out for not Wrestle Kingdom, All In, the jacket, the entrance, man, he just had that aura like a final boss. I wanted to see him have a singles match. It was a good match, but it was just to put Sting and Darby over. But he looked great.
Yeah. All right, let's get to these news and rumors. Then we got some fun to do here. That was the Marvels. Let us know your thoughts on that. All right, here's the thing. Turned on our cable today or yesterday, and here's what was up there. Disney company is pulling all of their channels from Charter and Spectrum because why? They want to control how they are distributed and paid for by a cable company. So they basically want to say, all right, you know how you guys know how cable companies like DirecTV, they have tiers, and the more money you pay, the more channels you get?
Yeah.
Yep.
So Disney wants to be in charge of who gets what channel for what price. They say F a tier by the cable company. They say we want to control that, so we're just going to pull all of our stuff.
I remember when you told me this happened today, I was like, no, that's crazy. I can't believe that happened. Then I remembered somewhere around like, I want to say 2007, 2008. Like this was years ago. This actually happened before. I think with like, they pulled all their stuff randomly and it was back like maybe a month or a few weeks later because they finally got the deal they wanted. So this might not last too long, but they've done this negotiation tactic before.
I just love looking at the second line of that statement. I love it when one company blames another company, like for sympathy, like, yeah, Disney's really fucking you guys over. So blame Disney for this.
Yeah, that's funny.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know what I feel about this because I gave up cable a long time ago, so I have no dog in this fight. But fuck Disney, just on a general level.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Here's why I brought it up on here. Again, this is the weekend that they had the big tennis match. They pulled it in the very middle of that. Screens went dark while people were watching. And then college football starts this weekend. There's NFL stuff on ESPN. It is pulling at a very crucial weekend rather than a week or two ago, whatever. But here's why I brought it up tonight, other than just because we do cover more pop culture stuff as well. ESPN and Disney in general have expressed interest when WWE's deals are up next year for Fox and for NBC Universal.
Oh.
I don't think this is helping their case for WWE at all. If this is the type of stuff they're doing when they loved Fox because it is in so many households. You look at the SmackDown number, they are absolutely Fox could, actually use a bigger number just because it's not the world's biggest rating on Friday nights, but for WWE, it's almost double Raw. So, I mean, this isn't really helping their case. I think this actually eliminates them from the talk in a year or less than a year from now.
Ooh, I don't. Okay, so what I've been seeing lately is that Fox, the contract is going to be up in a year. Fox might not want to continue. They're looking to move on. I think if Disney throws enough money at them or gives them a big enough offer, I could see them taking it. I mean, we never thought they would sell or do what they do at UFC. So anything's possible.
That's true. Knock, any other thoughts on this revolving around
like
wrestling?
at this point in time, like I don't have cable TV, so I don't really care about the Disney stuff. I hope since AEW, since TK did buy the Ring of Honor library, he has his own AEW library that we get to see them on Max. I kind of missed seeing some of their old stuff and having a platform for that.
All right, let me just get through some of these chats right here. And if you guys have any other news and rumors, just let us know here in the chat. Good to see Kip wrestling more often. Yeah, and good to see him doing the pre-show on All In as well. Kip's actually really good for TV. Nate hits Zach in the back with a chair. By God almighty, you son of a bitch, Paul. Why? Love it, Nate. Speaking of TV, I'm about to watch The Equalizer 3 later. I haven't even seen the other two. Have you?
I saw the first one. I think I saw the second one too. Yeah, it's a good, decent. I say it's like a mid-card action movie.
Yeah, first one's good. I mean, it's with Denzel. I think this is the first sequel he's ever done in his career with 2 and then 3.
Mm-hmm.
Second one has Pedro Pascal. It's a bigger scale. I don't know if it's a better one than the first one. I'm surprised they made a third one.
Wait, the second one didn't have all of them had Denzel.
Yes.
No. The second one had Pedro Pascal.
No, he's in 2. Remember, we had all that. Are you sure? Yeah, we had all that merch at our last job. That was just like.
No, Denzel's in all of them. I'm saying like that's the first sequel he's done in his career was Equalizer.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I know like Queen Latifah has her Equalizer series. I was like, Denzel had to be in all of them.
Yeah.
Denzel was in all of them. It's just he's never done a sequel before, and like I guess they the director convinced him to do it.
Oh, okay. Well, good on that director.
Yeah. Fuck was doing this one too. So he might do a prequel. Actually, they're considering it. So this is actually a moneymaker for it. It's about to do around 30 million, hopefully this weekend. So I mean, it makes money.
You know where you'll find out how good it is? Check out Zach's weekend box office breakdown.
Watch
those. I appreciate it. All right, has Eric watched Impact Emergence yet? Eric, have you watched Impact Emergence yet?
Have I watched Impact Emergence? Let me go down the list of things I'd rather do than watch Impact Emergence. Put some paint on the wall. I'll watch it dry. All right? Put some fish on the grill. I'll watch that fish cook. Give me a book. I'll read it front to back and the front. I can't even speak, but I will read more than I watch Impact Emergence. Impact is what's making our nation terrible. And all you people who watch it, you disgust me. And I want everything that ever happens to bad people happen to you.
Eric, one question, and then I'm going to do this first part. That's the question. Ready or Not Wrestling said he'll name his next kid after you if you subscribe to Impact Plus.
Come on,
you would be, if I subscribe to Impact Plus, you would be naming your child after someone who sold his soul. Do you want that? I want your child to succeed, and I want your child to have that pirate luck.
And lastly, Knock, what's going to happen first? You enjoying QTV or Eric enjoying Impact?
Oh, me enjoying QTTV. Eric's a lost cause. I don't know. That's man.
Look, Nate is going to align himself with you, Eric. You'll be there for the floppers. Triton will unite. John Cena fan as well. I'm not watching SmackDown.
Oh.
Nate. Thank you for letting me know, Nate. Nate is also letting us know Impact's views. They're up to 5 now, so that's pretty good, Nate.
5 whole viewers, man.
Not disrespected like that.
Hey, they on the up and up.
Mr. Alpar, we're glad to be back for a fun time. Thank you all for joining us. I want to get a good thought here because I have my buddy's back. I'm like giddy right now that you're both here tonight. I'm so effing happy right now.
Would you say you're feeling wet? Feeling wet in the chat? Flop, flop, flop.
All right.
Hey, man, I don't know what kind of time you on.
We get monetized on the street corner, Eric, not on YouTube. All right, let's get into this. We got 2 sides right here. We have one person who wants to see this happen and one who doesn't. Honky Tonk Man's record.
Oh.
Gunther versus Gable 3. I love this graphic. It happens Monday night. Why not at Payback? Because Triple H doesn't want to bog down the whole pay-per-view. I'm fine with that because this gives credence to what is going down. The Gable push, the Gunther reign has been great. Honky Tonk Man will be a day away. Basically, I think 2. I think WWE screwed up the count on that. But anyways, this week, Gable could stop Gunther from breaking Honky Tonk Man's record. Who wants to go first on this?
Yeah, fuck that. End with throw him out of here. Gunther's gonna run through Gable. They built the story up nice, but next Friday night, Honky Tonk is going away. The Gunther Imperium will have the new record. We'll forget about second place because who cares?
Nah, there's 3 reasons why the Honky Tonk record can never be broken. 1, he's cool, he's cocky, he's bad. What more do you need from the Honky Tonk Man? This man, did you know? I don't know if you knew this now. This is a true fact. He taught Elvis how to rock and roll. Elvis was doing it all wrong. He was rolling and rocking, and the Honky Tonk Man showed him how to do the rock and roll, how to do the dang thing. And you want to take that record away from him?
I got a question for you, Eric. What's your favorite match?
I actually, before I joined this chat, I actually was watching Volter versus Will Ospreay on OTT for some reason.
Favorite Honky Tonk match?
Oh man, that's crazy. That's crazy. Yo, I got. All right, there's so many to choose from. You remember Honky Tonk versus? I think I'm right. Can you guys hear me?
Eric, I'm gonna have to cut you off. I feel bad. I have to cut you off. I have to cut you off to keep things moving here. We have the bounty hunter Brian Keith. Thank you, New, for staying with Rampage. And Eric, 2 things right here. If Eric watches Impact, I'll get my motivation back to go to work every day. That is Black Gallic, and you know what is up. Mr. All Power says, I'll pay my taxes on time and give up drinking if Eric watches Impact.
I would hate to be responsible for those 2 things. I would never force you to do the job, be it in the ring or for society.
All right, and Nate hits knock in the back. You talk way too damn much. Nobody likes Impact.
Hey, I don't even talk. What? Dominating the talking time for this whole stream.
I gotta make up my time.
Prime time in the chat.
Oh, prime time. Let me tell you, man, it's real hot where I've been. I need some fans. What you got for me?
Let me tell you first, Will Ospreay, your guy, is going into the Impact Zone next month or in a couple weeks. So, Eric, since we haven't talked to you in so long, I'll give you what you want to do next year. Do you want to do Payback predictions? Do you want to do All Out predictions, or do you want to play Hogan Knows BS?
Oh, I wanted to do Payback, but that Hogan BS, that sounds too much fun. We have to do that.
All right, we're gonna play Hogan Knows BS. This is instead of trivia tonight, so everyone can play along. Let me get this off my chest. If Eric watches Impact Plus, I will send all my logins. Whoa!
I mean, hang on a second. Now we're getting into business.
Mandy. All right, let me get past these Payback slides here. We're gonna play Hogan Knows BS. If you haven't been keeping up with the trend here, Hogan was on Joe Rogan. I think he has another book coming out. Lies, all of it lies, unbelievable lies. So instead of trivia, I'm going to read something here that has been taken from X or Twitter. Now, we've all seen them. There's some real stuff that Hogan said that is just off the charts, wackadoo, Alzheimer's, I'd say took one too many chair shots to the head, but I don't think he ever took a chair shot in his life. Or is it something that someone made up? So you're gonna let us know if it is the internet or if it is Terry Bollea. See what I do with his name?
I love it.
All right, let me get through these chats, and then we are going to play Gunther and Gable. She had 30 minutes. He just had 28 minutes with, was it Kaiser on Monday Night Raw? So hopefully.
Oh, yeah.
Chair to Eric to use. Chair for Eric from Nate.
Nate, we don't need a chair. We already know the people know Impact ain't worth it. Let's get into this Hogan BS.
All right, let's get into it right now. First one, internet or Terry Bollea? Hulk Hogan said that he batted .714 in the Little League World Series, but there is no record of Hulk Hogan ever playing in the Little League World Series. Internet or Terry Bollea?
Super Cap Terry Bollea. That doesn't make sense, man. I don't believe it.
Eric, or in the chats, any thought? Internet or Terry Bollea?
I'm gonna say Terry Bollea.
All right. Nate says internet, and Mr. Allpower says, "Wait, you guys are watching Hangman versus Brian Keith? It's so good. I'll have to recheck it out." We get all caught up here on Rampage. That is okay.
Needing more time.
All right, that is a terrible lie. That is a terrible lie from Hulk Hogan. All right, let's get into the next one.
I just want to say I was actually talking to my neighbor when you asked that, and I just bet on the fact that Hulk Hogan's a liar. It worked out.
All right, here's the next one. Hulk Hogan has said that he partied with John Belushi after WrestleMania 2, but John passed away in 1982. WrestleMania 2 was in 1986. Did the internet make this one up, or is this a terrible liar?
That has to be the internet. Terry can't lie that bad. He can't.
I don't believe he said anything in this. It's a lie. Everything comes out of his mouth is a lie.
All right, we got internet. We have Terry Bollea. That is Terry. That is the Hulkster. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, let that sink in. You can reread that. Let that sink in.
The one time I believed in you, Terry.
Matt Menard is awesome on the mic, Noob says. And is Mark Henry going to do this segment? Oh, wow, we're really butting up against the time right here. Internet or Terry Bollea? And there I was, brother, sitting next to young Tony Khan in the Tokyo Dome. I told him to reach out to Cody and the Bucks to start a wrestling company. Yeah, well, it was my idea, brother. Hulk Hogan on the Joe Rogan podcast. Was that straight from the Joe Rogan podcast, or did the internet make this one up?
I fucking love that. I do. I love these memes so much. Like I get sad when certain memes end. I'm gonna be very sad when this one ends. Internet is good at this.
Knock, what you got on this one?
Again, Mick Liar is at it again. Clearly, he had no part of it. He already ruined TNA. He's not going to ruin AEW for me. Please don't break up these old wounds.
Yeah, Primetime will give you the keys to his car if you watch Impact Plus on stream.
Yo, can I get some of these offers for watching Impact? I would tune in Impact every week. I would love to, get some of these offers. Thank you. You can hold Primetime. You can hold the accounts though. I don't need those.
So this is proof that good things happen to people who don't watch Impact.
All right, good things happen to those who listen to Hulk Hogan, but this is the internet on this one. A guy wearing a John 3:16 shirt clearly wouldn't lie. Let's get into the next one here. It's too small for my old man eyes to read, but he basically said he was the one who's going to be doing the George Foreman grill, but they called 3 times and he never picked up, and he missed the phone call, so it went to George Foreman instead.
I don't know. I always assumed that he just made the grill.
You think George Foreman in his garage sat and they're like, now this is the lean green grill machine. Like, this is it. This is the one. Hey,
I was
George, come here.
I 1000% believe this man was tinkering in his garage and found the perfect metals to do this. I'm going to say Terry's lying.
I'm not going to.
Yeah, liar, man. Liar. This is George Foreman. This is the monster boxer.
Yeah, this is actually Terry Bollea said it. Yeah, right. Terry Bollea made this up. He completely made this up. This is a Hulk Hogan lie. Good girl, though. It actually worked. I had one in college. All right. Did the internet make this one up, or is this a Terry Bollea? Hulk Hogan claimed Elvis Presley was a Hulkamaniac. Elvis passed away in 1977 before Hulk Hogan was even a thing. Internet or Terry Bollea?
Make it make
You
sense.
got this,
man.
man.
Make it make sense. This is all lies from the Hogan, the most overrated wrestler in history. Elvis didn't even know who this man was.
I'm just gonna
Punk
say
fan?
this is Terry, because everybody knows that Elvis learned from the Hulk.
Get out of
This-
here.
Okay, this was a Terry Bollea. This is Hulk. Just again, confusing dates and reality. Eric, any updates on
course.
GM Motor Guitar Hero?
Demo mode. I actually did think about doing one with a new game, so maybe in a couple of weeks you guys could see that. Guitar Hero. I unfortunately don't have access to guitar right now, so it's going to be a while, but hopefully soon.
Hogan did steal his gimmick in his theme song, so we'll get into more of that. And speaking of having guitars, internet or Terry Bollea, who made this one up or who said it? Hulk Hogan almost played bass for Metallica.
Oh gosh. Is this
I-
Hogan or Jericho?
That honestly could be a miracle lie. I saw a meme where Hogan, they did a joke about him and Metallica bass player, so I'm going to say this one's the internet.
Knock.
I'm gonna go internet. I'll give him one. I'll give him one benefit of the doubt.
All right. Too bad because he said this. He said he was supposed to play
Oh
bass for
my
Metallica
God.
and the Rolling Stones. Both of them had commented on, "We never met this guy. Who the hell is he? We have no idea who Hogan is. He's never supposed to play bass for us."
Oh my God. This is borderline dementia.
This is internet or Terry Bollea. Originally, Paul wrote, "Hey, dude," but he knew calling people dude was my thing, dude. So, as a fellow bass player, he reached out for my permission. I told Paul that didn't work for me, brother, and I suggested change it to Jude, which is short for Judas, which I also helped write. Did he tell Paul McCartney to change "Hey, dude" to "Hey, Jude"?
Liar.
That one, I know that's the internet. That's the second Hulk Hogan meme I found in this trend.
Okay, that is the internet. All right, and Hulk Hogan claimed that he was offered the main role of the movie of The Wrestler 3 times again. Darren Aronofsky then responded with a tweet saying, "For the record, the role of The Wrestler was always going to be at Mickey Rourke. It was never Hulk Hogan." Did Terry say this, or did the internet make this one up?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Terry the liar once again.
Yeah, Terry is just lying his ass off.
That is Terry once again. And I think this is the last one. Hulk Hogan said that he had a match with Antonio Inoki in Japan. He claims that Hogan beat him up so badly Inoki died, but got brought back to life via CPR after the match. Then he said that Hogan couldn't work in Japan for a while after because the Yakuza were after him. Is this the internet making something up here, or is this Terry Bollea mixing up reality?
There goes the liar once again. Hulk Pinocchio over here.
I gotta go internet. They're creative.
Okay. This one I actually found a quote that was not the internet. This is a quote from Hogan. So
What?
yeah,
That's
It's
crazy.
taken for some reason. But this is taken from an interview. So
I know I knew he had a match with him because I know people for some reason people play that clip and it's like the one good match he actually wrestled. But that's a crazy quote.
yeah. Here's the last one I have. I was there at Wembley Stadium when I saw Jack Perry and CM Punk start to go at it. I tried to tell Jack not to do it because it wouldn't be good for his career, but he went ahead and did it anyway. These guys today, they don't listen, brother. Did he try to stop Jack Perry at All In at Wembley?
There goes the internet running
Or
wild.
the internet?
That's the internet. Is his
That's
wife
it.
banned from AEW?
I'm pretty sure. All right, everyone's saying this All Out card is mid. This pay-per-view is not worth the money. And Zone in the women's match. Yep, one women's match. Internet on that one too. Yeah, we got a one women's match. Ty is out now with orange hair.
It looks like Anna Jay went back to her old gimmick, like the kind of Zatanna magician type thing. I just don't get it, man. You can't justify one women's match. You can't, and you can't justify this pay per view. You just admit, like, you messed up. It was a last minute thing. You tried to book too much in 1 week, and it didn't work out.
Yeah.
Then you have star
At
power
some point-
getting no time.
Yeah. At some point, when does I have fun with the joke that it's only one women's match? Like at some point, when does he see a joke? When does he realize, holy shit, every pay per view I've done, it's been one women's match?
Right. All right, this is the match on right now. It is on for another 10 minutes. We're going to get into our payback predictions, and then we'll do our all-out predictions and get yours as well, because we do have the final match set here with the tag team of the Dark Order winning. So let's get into payback. That one is happening tomorrow. And let me get into the first match. You guys can go ahead as I plug back in here. Rey Mysterio versus Austin Theory.
That's all you know.
Yeah, it'd be nonsense to put the belt back in Austin Theory after he did nothing with it for months. Keep it on Ray. Eventually move on to your story. But we're getting Ray versus Santos at some point. Eventually get to there because I feel like we're dragging our feet with this whole storyline. So Ray for the win here.
Okay. I'm going to go with that as well. And what you're going to do, brother, when the internet runs wild on you, dude, I don't want to hear this crap about John Cena being on for 2 months. I apparently do not need to watch SmackDown ever again. September to October.
Hey, man, this is about to be amazing. We're getting the longest run of John Cena's since he's been for years now, since 2016, 2017. He might face Cody, might team with him. It's going to be great.
Next match. Next match. All right. Judgment Day versus the champs, KO and Sami Zayn. Who you got?
That's got to be KO and Sammy, right? Because the story is Will Finn and Damian split too.
I wouldn't be mind if Sammy and KO lost the belts eventually, but I want to see them versus DIY before they lose it. So I'm gonna go Sammy and KO.
Okay, I'm gonna go Judgment Day. Why not add to it? You're gonna, because I think they're gonna copy AEW and just do two people that kind of can't stand each other, but are friends, have the belts.
I can see it.
That would be cool. I would give them props for going that route.
Yeah. All right. Primetime says Finn and Dom. He also said something else that's yeah.
Time, man.
Nate, you're going to be in India or you're going to be at Payback? Let us know. Next one up. Yeah. The Miz doing LA Knight on Monday Night Raw was really good, but these two are going at it. Yeah. Payback. Who you got?
LA Knight, 100%, man. He just bodied the Miz on SmackDown earlier. I just seen his promo where he talked about he's gonna deliver Maurice an empty husband, and then she's gonna be empty on the inside, and he can call old LA Knight and he can fix it. Yeah. This man, I love the storyline between these two. These two are perfect for each other right now.
They are. Nice name.
Yeah. Great build.
Yeah. Okay, first off, if you say yeah, you have to say yeah.
All I can think of is say yeah. I don't remember who that is.
That was
That's
FTR.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. 7-star FTR.
Oh man, get your guns. Next up, women's title match here: Rodriguez versus Ripley. I'm gonna say Ripley keeps it on here. I guess you got to do more like who's the actual authority figure in Judgment Day for a while.
Yeah, I think Rhea gets the victory here. I wouldn't mind seeing her lose, but I mean, she hasn't really had a good feud since she had the belt, so she has to win this match.
Yeah. Noob says Rhea. Yeah. Eric, you saying Rhea again? Eric, if you're gonna say yeah,
oh sorry, say yeah. It's gotta be Rhea. It's gotta be Rhea.
All right, anything gonna happen during the Grayson Waller effect with Cody?
Hey, have John Cena come out there as the host, hit him with the attitude adjustment. Start that feud up.
I don't think we could have that much awesome in one ring.
All right, we'll see if anything happens. It's got to be Cena. He's going to be at this and Fastlane, apparently, which is sold, I think, 11,000 tickets this weekend. Seth versus Shin. I just want to say, no matter the outcome of this match, two things. One, I hope this match goes for a very long amount of time to show Shinsuke in the ring with Seth, because I know Seth's really wanted to work with him. And two, holy crap, they've been doing a good job showcasing Shinsuke on Raw the last 2 weeks with packages.
Yeah, they let him speak in Japanese. It's been amazing. He's coming off like a final boss, like a villain. I'm loving it. This is the Shinsuke we've been waiting for. That cool, that aura he had back when he went to Japan a few months ago in Noah. He had that aura back, and I'd like to see that over here. We've seen Shinsuke and Seth wrestle maybe twice, both times at Survivor Series, I believe, where
Mhm.
you could tell like the booking was like, we don't care about Shinsuke's run as U.S. champ. Seth is gonna go over here, so we didn't get a full like back and forth match between them. What I think we'll get here. So I'm hoping Shinsuke wins. I think Seth needs some time off. Be a good opportunity to get the belt on Shin.
Okay, I'll take that.
I would love to see Shinsuke as a champion, but I think Seth takes it.
Yeah.
Seth is the number one guy.
Yeah.
I would like to say, since he is the number one guy, he's never main evented pay-per-view since he's been world champion.
Oh, see, I put that
That is-
before this match because I think this match should main event it because I think this is going to be Trish's not swan song. I think she's going to have a retirement match, but I think she's going to go away for a while after this one. Becky versus Trish in a steel cage.
Yeah, it's got to be Becky. I hope you're right too. I mean, you don't have Roman on his card. You have room to have Becky main event. And Seth even said earlier in like some he was talking about something. He was talking about the state of wrestling on some type of pay-per-view or podcast or whatever. He said, another company is at 8,000. It's a great time. It's a boom period for wrestling. But he also said these past few months we haven't been booking the women's division properly in WWE.
Mhm.
So I think he'll be all for his wife main eventing over him.
Nice.
That would be a cool match to see main event. I'd take that.
Yeah. And correct me if I'm wrong, has Trish main evented besides her match with Lita?
No.
Yeah, I don't think she has.
This would be great. This would be, I think, a great opportunity to do a lot of stuff that you should be doing anyways. Great main event with Zoe Stark and Becky on Raw. So, I mean, it's there. You got stuff going. You got the momentum going. And you got her with the emotion with Bray at the end, too. That's all over the internet. So I think you ride this out and you main event this.
Yeah, I dig that.
All right. Mr. Allport says Payback is a better card than All Out. Let's get to All Out and see. And you say, is there going to be another match at Collision that's going to get? We'll find out. We'll see how TK feels about CK or CM Punk after a few nights of sleep. But All Out, they're going to do this again next year, back-to-back pay-per-views, All In and All Out.
I'm excited for All In next year because we'll hopefully have Jamie there, maybe Mercedes, so it could be a really big pay-per-view with Danielson, maybe a Kenny singles match. But this whole back-to-back weeks was crazy. I'm glad you put it out Collision, Mr. Allpower, because you can't skip 2 pay-per-views now without Ricky Starks. All the momentum he built, that'll just crush it if you skip this pay-per-view without him.
100% agree. All right, let me get into this really quick here. Noob is bringing up here, speaking of Japanese, a lot of people on Twitter are complaining about where Asuka is. I know that I'm a fan of Asuka, but some of her fans are downright annoying. Some of her fans are, and also, if you pay attention to what she does online, she's having a great time. She's loving her time right now in wrestling, and she's got Kairi Sane coming. She's through the moon, and she's got programs with her and Io Sky, I think, already set in the mix, whether it's tag teams, whether it's matches against each other. So, Asuka seems happy, so I'm okay.
That's perfect. I mean, if Kyrie goes back to WWE, I mean, I did want to see her in AEW, but I'm not mad at her for saying no. I'll go back to WWE. And you remember who took her out? Who had her right off from WWE? It was Bailey. So we're gonna get the revenge over Io and Bailey to hold Damage Control.
Yeah, that story writes itself.
Eric, what word did you just kind of just throw out there, all willy nilly? Didn't care, no emotion.
Damn it! Yeah.
We'll do a drinking game one of these times, I swear. So this is the match that is, I guess, going to get made for the pay-per-view. Ricky Starks versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat for a strap match. No.
Go ahead.
In fairness, Steamboat still can move. He can still do some things, but he already put Ricky Starks over with the getting beat in the ring. I think that's all you really needed. We didn't really need a match. If he comes out and he has someone else step in for him, that may be better. But this match won't go longer than 5 to 10 minutes max, maybe 8.
Yeah.
Right.
Let's get an actual match. So Luchasaurus versus Darby Allin. I think that they're going to fast track Luchasaurus and Christian because I do think Edge is coming. So I think Luchasaurus hangs on to this for a little bit longer and maybe loses it at or something happens with Christian and Luchasaurus before that Arthur Ashe Stadium show, and that's where Edge debuts. But I'm going to say Luchasaurus keeps it on this one.
I'm going to say he loses, and I think this whole match is a mistake. Darby is like a, 3-time TNT champion? We don't need to see back and forth, back and forth. We had so much opportunity to get a Swerve in here and Andrade, someone else new with the belt and run with it, and we didn't. With that being said, Christian's been killing it as the fake TNT champion. I don't know why the belt to Luchasaurus in the first place, but I mean, I get the whole joke. It's cool, but this is a championship belt that's now in the mud. Christian's doing his best to get it out the mud, but he still isn't really champion. I think they're building up Darby to win this match too, because he got the big win at All In. He's been winning a lot of these battle royals and singles matches with Swerve. I think he wins the belt again.
Yeah.
I think I'd give it to Luchasaurus.
Okay.
If you want to keep, that's a simple enough reason. You can just go ahead.
That's okay. Warren says AEW's backstage drama storylines are getting old. Who works in audience better, Bret Hart or AEW? I'll say Bret Hart does, because I can't tell if I think Bret Hart is better managed than AEW. I'll just say that.
Fair enough.
All right. Sky Blue picks up the win right there. Let me just get back here to the All Out card, and we'll just end on this. So get your predictions in. If you're not watching live, definitely hit up the comments and let us know who you think is going to win and what you think of everything from Hulk Hogan line to Payback and everything else out there. I will get a hang of this, I swear. If there's anything else you guys want to talk about while I do this, go ahead.
You got it, Eric?
Actually, I was just going to insult Impact. You sound like you had more substance than you were going to say.
We're not going to insult Impact. Impact's about to hit 1,000 episodes in my hometown. But I do want to say, Eric, for the people to know, we have a new Trios champion, new Trios belts. What are your thoughts on the new design? As every Trios champion gets their own design.
You know, I ask for the folks in the chat. I like to get wet from time to time, and back in my day, I got pretty wet. But right now in the chat, I need you to scissor me, boys. Somebody's got to scissor me, because these champions, they are great. I love it. I was hoping they would get these trios titles. Somebody throw some scissors in the chat. Let's get scissory.
Get scissory. All right, Powerhouse Hobbs, before we hit this with his new bombs, as Charlie's going to deal with damage control by herself. Bianca Belair is taking time off, and hopefully it's a good amount of time because she's earned it. So we'll see what goes on with that. But Miro versus Powerhouse Hobbs, both men need it. Who's taking this, guys?
Yeah, this is a tough build because, I mean, again, it's kind of random. I don't know if Powerhouse Hobbs is with QTTV or not. Where's John Morrison? Is he going to interfere? I think Powerhouse Hobbs gets the victory. But it also makes me think about back in a few months, those rumors where Miro said he didn't want a job to a certain person on pay-per-view. Was this what we were talking about with somebody else? But I think Powerhouse Hobbs wins, but they both need to win.
Yeah. Eric?
Give it to Miro. They both need a win, but Powerhouse Hobbs has been on TV more, so he shouldn't need a win as bad as Miro does. Like, Miro really needs a win.
Yeah. All right. Orange Cassidy defending his international championship against Jon Moxley. Some people want this is the main event.
Possible main event right here, yes.
Yeah. Any thoughts?
As much as I despised him having the belt so long, he actually did win me over. He actually showed some character development. He's been good for the belt. We had some consistency, which we're not getting from the TNT Championship. So I like the story to tell with him. It's been good. You know, I thought he should have lost it a few times. But there's no way he's beating Moxley. Moxley is the workhorse, like MVP of AEW. He's always there. You know, sunshine or rain, he's there. Doesn't go on vacation, he's there. He loves this. This is a belt for him to win. I think this is a good victory for Jon Moxley.
Okay. Eric?
You never bet against the Wild thing. Come on. Everyone that Orange Cassidy's challenged besides Penta, Moxley travels the most. So he's going to continue doing exactly what Cassidy's been doing. He's going to defend the title in so many different promotions. So it's a good transition.
That's a really good point. All right. Next up, Samoa Joe versus Shane Taylor. We talked about this in the chat. Boy, do they need Shane Taylor on TV for weeks to build to this, because him versus Joe on the mic could have been gold. I would give it to Shane Taylor on this. Let people know who he is who don't know who he is.
Yeah, this is like again, why are we rushing so much to get this stuff on? Because we should have seen Shane Taylor at least on his past Dynamite, like
Yeah.
something Collision. Him versus Joe is a big match. We have Shane Taylor trying to get his story across. He's one of the big champions. He wants to win this belt and eventually win the world titles so he can finish his story as one of the best heavyweights in Ring of Honor history, which I think he has a case for because of his longevity. We have never seen him on AEW, period. But now he's going to be on AEW pay-per-view for a championship that's not AEW.
Yeah.
It just doesn't make sense. And again, where's Athena? Where's your ROH Women's Champion if we're going to have ROH talent on here? I love Shane Taylor, but it's not a good representation for him because I don't think he's going to win. I believe Samoa Joe's going to win, and the AEW fan base is not going to really know him because they're not really watching Ring of Honor. I think this is a kind of disservice in my opinion.
That's fair. Eric, any thoughts on this one?
It feels sad to say, but I feel like this has to open the show or go second, which I think is the worst spot on the card. But the fact that nobody in AEW, I know Shane Taylor by name, but I'll be honest, when you guys talk about him in the chat, I have to think about it. So, yeah, it doesn't make sense for him to be winning on the AEW card, like Knox said. Samoa Joe's going to win.
Yeah. All right. Sweet Tooth's taking that one. Eddie Kingston with Shibata.
Hey, you're New Japan strong open weight champion, Eddie Kingston.
Versus Claudio and Yuta. I can't stand Eddie and I can't stand Yuta, so I don't care about this match.
This is a good match. We got a lot of talent here. Why are we having a tag match? I thought we'd have had Eddie versus Claudio for the Ring of Honor championship. We'd have had the Pure championship in the line. Like, hold on, do we have every Ring of Honor champion on here except the women? The women's Ring of Honor champion? Are we serious right now?
You know it.
This is incredible. You can't make this up.
No.
Wow.
Hey, keep it down. PK's gonna yell at you.
Oh man, this is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I just find it weird. I know everyone can be champion, but if I'm Wheeler Yuta and I'm walking into this match, I'm like, damn, I'm the only non-champion? What the fuck?
Yeah. But I'm gonna go with Eddie and Shibata on this one.
Okay.
I think Wheeler eats the pin.
Yeah, I think so.
Eddie Kingston could be in a handicap 5-on-1 match. I will never predict Eddie Kingston to win. He's taking the pin. He's taking the pin from a low blow.
Oh,
even when he walks to the ring like he has two left shoes on.
Hey, New York champion.
Hey, Mox! I took the pin and all out, Mox!
All right, FTR and the Young Bucks. This is the stupidest pairing I have seen thrown together in a while. Whatever. Okay, let me get into this. Versus Bullet Club Gold. This is done so the Young Bucks don't get booed in a CM Punk city. This is the only reason this is good, so they can get the rub from the FTR Punk's people. There's no reason for this match. They just hated each other. They did not handshake at all. In this is the dumbest thrown together. But just don't put the Bucks on. Why do this? This is so Vince McMahon Thunderdome era. I hate this match.
Yeah,
it's gonna be good. I know it's gonna be good. I know, but
yeah, the match is gonna be incredible. But that's like besides the point because I feel like if you put FTR and the Bucks together, I feel like that's like a Dynamite episode, a Collision episode. It's not really a pay-per-view type thing. It's 8-man tag. We just see. I mean, it's good for Bullet Club Go to get a pay-per-view. I'm happy for them. They've been killing Collision.
Yeah.
It just also feels last minute, like you said, on the biggest pay-per-view of all time, All In. They didn't handshake. And then you get some thrown together backstage segment to patch it all up. This last minute tag team. Oh yeah, we didn't handshake. We were just in the moment. We didn't want to do it. But yeah, let's tag together. Why not? Just too much last minute stuff, and it also feeds the people who said All In, your biggest show of all time, which is like a setup for All Out.
Right. Eric, there are so many guns involved in this matchup. Do you have any predictions on what's going to happen?
I mean, unless. So wait, All In, was that FTR versus Bucks 3? Was that their third match?
Yeah.
That sucks. I would see this leading into another match, but who cares about number 4? I guess FTR and the Bucks, but it is weird. I don't like this match for a lot of reasons. I'm not sold on Bullet Club Gold, unfortunately. I don't like the guns of the tag team.
You haven't been seeing Collision if you're not sold on Bullet Club Gold. The Collision Cowboys, the Bang Bang Gang.
They do have a cool.
That is disgusting. That was disgusting. What did you just say?
They're the Bang Bang Gang.
You be judging me for some of the things I said, and you just said that twice.
I'm telling you, bro. Check out their work. Google it.
I just want to say, I remember Velma on HBO Max. My one critique of that show is if it wasn't Scooby Doo, I'd like it, and I think that's my critique of Bullet Club Gold.
Okay.
If it wasn't Bullet Club, I'd like it.
Tell me what you find.
I will do that in my search history.
All right, the one women's matchup. Ruby Soho taking on Chris Statlander for the TBS Championship. Again, I feel like this match was thrown together kind of because of that book the women's division better sign. Because this, I don't want to say this doesn't make sense, but this doesn't match up to what's going on with the Outcasts. I know we'll see more of it, what goes on Collision, but this weird storytelling, just because, I don't know. Go ahead, Knock.
It doesn't match up at all, and you don't have a division for a TBS champion. Like, how did Ruby get this title shot? It's like I think you guys said earlier. You just throw some names in the hat, a few names in the hat. We'll pick it out randomly because if you forget, this is a rematch. Chris Statlander has already fought Ruby Soho prior, which people probably forget because like they just throw these matches together so often. This is the first time we've seen Chris defend the belt on pay-per-view since she won it. Yes. I mean, and that was like months ago. We have not been presenting these women properly, and now we're getting this match on together. This is probably gonna be a second match in the card. They don't treat Ruby Soho properly. I kind of miss her theme song. What else do I want to say here? Like it's just not matching up storyline wise, and I don't think this is because of the book the women's division better sign. I think this is literally just what TK does. He's like, all right, I'm going to save the TBS championship for All Out because I have no room for the women. You only have one match. I think he had this planned out. This was what it was going to be, and it fits the quota. It fits his one women's match quota.
Unreal. Eric, any thoughts on this match?
I just want to speak to every woman in AEW. Like, I hope if everyone watching this stream right now, thank you. Share the stream with every woman in AEW because I want to ask this them directly. How do you feel when TK pulls a name out of a hat and it's not your name? How do you feel knowing that you're going to stay home that night because there's only one match? It's so weird. You deserve so much better. And of course, Chris Statlander wins because TK is not really booking. He's just picking random matches.
Yeah. All Out. This, in my opinion, I guess just based on what a match is going to be, should main event. Kenny Omega versus Takeshita. I think match-wise, this is going to be the one with the most storylines and just a really good match. I think this match should have happened at All In. I'm still kind of like meh about Kenny Omega not being in a singles match at All In, but he's getting it here, so I'm going to pick him for the win. Actually, no, I'm going to take Takeshita because Takeshita, so they can further the Don Callis storyline.
Yeah, I was gonna people were saying, oh, Kenny's been in a singles match. I was like, they're gonna have All In next year. I'm fine with it. They're gonna kill it this match. It's gonna be a great match. When I was watching that match at All In, I was like, yeah, he should have been in a singles match. This is like discombobulated. It didn't really. It was still good both, but it didn't work. It didn't flow. This match is gonna steal the night. But it would have been better if you wanted to get Takeshita over. You have him get a dominant victory at All In, not some roll up. And it tells me he's not that guy. He's a very athletic, good, built wrestler. He can get a dominant victory. That's how you build somebody up. I tell you, when you watch All In and he rolls him up for the victory, the crowd went silent.
Because this is a rule that TK, every wrestling fan should know. If you somehow manage to have the biggest sold wrestling event in history, you never have a fucking roll up to any of the finishes.
No.
That's crazy. But I will say I'm actually fine with Kenny being in a tag match because the guy's body is just destroyed. So every non-heavy match he wrestles, I'm like, okay, he deserves a break.
Yeah.
That's
fair.
That's a good point.
But I think Kenny loses this one. I think he's gonna put him over.
I think so too. All right. Better Than You Bebe is going to face the Dark Order. I have a feeling this might main event. I just want to say if they use this to bring out CM Punk to do the champion versus champion at Arthur Ashe, boy, what a missed opportunity it is, I guess, to use CM Punk, but they could just have CM Punk come on at the end. I don't know your thoughts. I don't really know what to make of this.
That is weird. I mean, yeah, if he does come out at the end, then what? It turns into a triple threat like Adam, MJF, and I guess I would take that because I still don't like CM Punk as a wrestler nowadays, so he could have help in a triple threat. But Dark Order wins this. They win it, and the ROH Tag Championships go back to ROH.
There you go.
I think so. I think this is where they implode, but I don't know if it's gonna be because of CM Punk because they already announced a tournament now, and I wonder if that was the plan before the CM Punk drama. There's gonna be like an 8-person tournament to see who faces MJF at Arthur Ashe.
Really? Okay, I missed
Yeah.
that part. Arthur Ashe, our tickets selling.
it
If anyone wants to let us know. There are still tickets available for All Out. So that's a good question.
Roderick Strong already announced he's like the first person in that tournament, I believe.
Okay.
So he's kind of avoiding the whole champion versus champion thing. Maybe I don't know. Maybe we're not going to get MJF versus CM Punk.
I feel like that might have been a change. I think that might have been a change because that would have made sense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have.
All right, that's All Out. Leave comments. Let us know who you're going to pick for that, for Payback. Let us know any fun Hulk lies that you want to make up. We'll read them all day, all night, all week, all month, all year. Let us know anything that you want to talk about right here in the comments section. And this right here is the poll for the week. It's still going. What are you looking forward to most this weekend? It looks like Payback's winning over the NFL.
This is a great
All Out
poll, by the way.
Yeah, this poll's going hard.
Nice. You guys, what were your thoughts on this one? For me, it's a day off. I can't wait.
It's going to cause me a world of stress, but I got to get some revenge in that fantasy league, so I guess NFL gets my vote.
Yes. This might be a cheat way to say it, but I'm excited for all things. I got a day off. NFL's going to be back with fantasy and Payback it all out. I'm curious to see how they both play out.
Nice prime time. I can only add 4 to the polls. Maybe next time prime time.
We already know what you're excited for, prime time. Actually, prime time. What about that new Lace Evans account, huh?
Eddie's. All right, that is the show. That is it. Thank you for watching the Rampage live stream, and just thank you all for joining. Thank you for the chats. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the thumbs up and the subs and all that good stuff. Thank you for being a part of our community, and most of all, thank you, Eric and Knock. This is so awesome. This is the first time we've been together in months. I'm just giddy.
Absolutely. Thank you guys. Thank you everyone for watching. Thank you guys. I haven't seen the notifications in the comments. You guys are keeping the West Coast podcast going strong. Thank you to Zach and Knock for keeping the channel going in my absence. And I really do hope in the next coming weeks I'll be back to making content and being on here regularly. But thank you guys for keeping us alive.
Knock, any thoughts before we head out?
Yeah, let us know your thoughts on All Out this week. See how it plays out. Payback. We'll see you guys next week, man. More videos to come, more live streams. This is the West Coast Pop guys. I'm glad to be back with everybody.
All right, everyone, take care out there. Have a great Labor Day weekend, whether you're working, whether you're not, no matter what you're doing. Again, hit us up in the comments with anything and check out everything going on in the channel. And don't worry, the podcast will be back soon enough. Take care, everyone, and be excellent to each other.
Stay wet.
God damn it.